Hello, everyone. We meet again in this exciting topic: why your brain struggles to relax. Have you ever sat down with the intention to relax, only for your brain to say, no, let's panic instead? Annoying, isn't it? Even when your schedule is free and the moment is peaceful, your brain keeps racing, your body feels tense, and you're suddenly thinking about 17 other things you need to do. What's really going on? It turns out it's not simply because you're bad at relaxing. There are real scientific reasons why your brain refuses to calm down. And once you understand what's happening inside, everything becomes much easier to manage. Let's break it down one by one. Let's start with the first point. Your surroundings are causing sensory overload. Let's begin with something that seems minor, but actually has a huge impact on your brain: your environment. Take a look around. Is it noisy, cluttered, or too bright? Your brain is constantly scanning your surroundings for potential threats, even when you're not aware of it. This is a natural protection mechanism. Too much stimulation, like electronic sounds, piles of laundry, traffic noise, or harsh lighting, can keep your nervous system on silent alert. That alertness triggers stress, and stress makes it hard to enter a relaxed state even when there's no real danger. Your brain can't tell the difference between serious threats and minor annoyances, so it keeps reacting as if you're in danger. The solution? Reduce the stimuli around you. Use softer lighting, tidy up your space a little, turn off background noise. These small changes can have a big impact. Next up, your nervous system is out of balance. Our bodies have two main modes: fight or flight, and rest and digest. The first mode is active when there's danger, while the second helps us relax, sleep, and recover. But if you've been dealing with prolonged stress, trauma, anxiety, or exhaustion, your nervous system can get stuck in high alert mode. Even if your environment is calm, your body doesn't feel safe. And if your body doesn't feel safe, your brain won't relax either. That's why nervous system regulation techniques like breathwork, gentle movement, somatic therapy, or even cold exposure can be incredibly helpful. These methods signal to your body you're safe now, allowing you to calm down. Okay, moving on. Your brain is addicted to stimulation. Every time you check your phone, scroll, reply to a message, or chase a goal, you get a dopamine hit, a chemical that makes you feel good and want to do it again. Over time, the brain becomes addicted to constant stimulation. It craves action, novelty, and nonstop movement. When none of that is present, when it's quiet, still, and there's no dopamine spike, your brain feels uncomfortable, bored, even restless. This is why we're not just addicted to technology, but also to multitasking, overworking, and endless activity. When the brain is used to high input, a lack of stimulation feels like withdrawal. To truly relax, you need to train your brain not to constantly crave stimulation. Try sitting in silence without your phone. Let yourself feel bored. That's where your brain starts learning how to be still. Next, you overthink too much. Ever try to sleep, only to suddenly remember an embarrassing moment from 5 years ago? That's due to something called the default mode network, DMN, a network in your brain that activates when you're doing nothing. It's where reflection, inner monologue, daydreaming, and yes, overthinking take place. When you try to relax, the DMN activates and starts rummaging through your mental junk drawer. This is great for creativity and insight, but also explains why your brain often spirals, especially before bed. You can't just shut it off, but you can redirect your attention through mindfulness, journaling, or light activities that keep you present. These help quiet the mental noise. Sometimes it's not that you can't relax, but your brain thinks it's the perfect time to review your entire life. Next up, you're consuming too much caffeine. Sorry, but we need to talk about caffeine. Caffeine blocks a chemical called adenosine that makes you feel sleepy and calm. That's why coffee gives you energy. But if you drink too much, or too late in the day, your nervous system stays pumped even when your day is over. The result? Your brain keeps spinning even though your body wants to rest. That feeling of being tired but wired is your body trying to slow down while your brain is still riding the caffeine wave. If you're struggling to sleep or relax, try cutting back on caffeine or avoiding it after the afternoon. You don't have to quit entirely, but respecting its impact on your brain can make a huge difference. Next, you associate rest with guilt. Now we get into the psychological side. Many of us grew up in environments where productivity was tied to self-worth, where rest was labeled as laziness, and doing nothing was seen as failure. So when you try to rest, your brain panics and starts whispering, you should be doing something, or other people are working harder than you. The quieter your life becomes, the louder your inner critic gets. But remember, rest is not laziness. Rest is care. Just like a phone needs to recharge, so do you. Learning to separate rest from guilt is one of the most important mindset shifts you can make. It might feel weird at first, and that's okay. Just keep going. Finally, your brain is always in anticipation mode. The brain is a prediction machine. It's constantly trying to figure out what's going to happen next. In a modern world full of notifications, deadlines, breaking news, and uncertainty, our brains rarely get to stop predicting. It feels like we're always bracing for something, always on standby. Even when nothing bad is happening, your brain stays in prep mode. And as long as the brain thinks it needs to stay alert, it won't relax. To step out of this mode, train yourself to be present in the moment. Breathing techniques, sensory awareness, like listening to nearby sounds or feeling the texture in your hands, can help. Anything that brings your attention back to the now will calm the anticipation cycle. Conclusion for all of you. If your brain struggles to relax, it's not because you're weak, lazy, or broken. It's because your brain has been programmed by stress, environment, and survival instincts to stay on high alert. But here's the good news. You can teach it a different way. Start small, change your environment, give yourself permission to rest, and most importantly, be patient with your nervous system. It's not fighting you. It's trying to protect you in the only way it knows. Your job is to show it that it's safe now. Calmness isn't a luxury, it's a skill. And the more you practice it, the more natural it will become. Thank you.